Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Tucson, Arizona, and the stadium where they bear down for the Arizona Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. So Georgia Tech's offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Offense getting set for first down. Back to throw, it's Casey. Hauls it in. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The RPO, it's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They make the tackle at the 22. We'll give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the wideout. Got it! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And at this point on the field, I mean, I guess why not try to guess the snap count? Defense gets caught, still 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Man, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats offense will have its first possession of the game. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Arizona right back to the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were...
Breaks into the open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're going to ride this running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Arizona lines up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
He'll keep it on the sneak.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out. Man, I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Lets it fly. He's got it. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking to throw, it's Casey. He's got him. Oh, that big stiff arm got him some room. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Off the RPO, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
To the wideout. Gain of 4. Second down.
entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. A run to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to...
There he goes. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Arizona in a hurry. The pull and throw off the RPO. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Arizona going back to work with another first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. The Wildcats will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Touchdown, Arizona! Fit it in the window for the score.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Pulls and fires complete. Running room in the middle. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arizona.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because at that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Maryland is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up 14 over Penn State. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on defense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Motion from the wideout. To the air. It's Casey. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Now on the move. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points. And
turning it on. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun, the inside give. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. He'll do it himself. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Looking to convert, Arizona comes to the line. Defense might bring the house here. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose. Running inside the 20. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to the ground. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. And the Yellow Jackets are threatening on 1st and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. the ground. Couldn't find any room at all, and he'll lose 7 on the play.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
28, Georgia Tech, 24.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Wants to go up top. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going
Shit,
to
what you need?
feature him. He's
Fucking
winning his
control.
matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the end.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab on the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
And that's in Arizona.
To the air on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. This time it's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So now on comes the field goal unit. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments.
Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Power football with the run. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That should be the final play of the first half. He's looking to pass. He'll pull it down. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Tucson. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Arizona Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep.
Come on, man, that's a pick.
Better, but then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Arizona right back to the line.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Quickly to the tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Just keeps slinging it. Using his legs to buy some time. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
The give on the inside. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last one.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he's already put one 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. Just drives in between the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Gradkowski should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Western Michigan. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line
breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
They'll try the run. Shows him the stiff arm. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They send the tight end in motion. To the ground with the back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Casey. Snagged out of the air. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
38, Arizona, 34.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first...
There he goes! Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. The Wildcats want to move quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Nice move there. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Unloads to the wideout. Just reeled in, it's Flanagan. And a nice grab.
Oh, Lord, these DBs suck.
35-yard line. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And that's the fourth sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again. This offensive line has to step up.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quickly out to the tight end. Not going to get there, not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's fourth down. Looking to convert, Arizona comes to the line. On fourth down, they'll throw for it.
Give me that. Oh, my. Oh, still. Boy, I tried to cheat.
And didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Try to get it to the edge. Turning it on. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Throws to the back.
Oh my God.
Deflection on third down forces a fourth down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Arizona in a hurry.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Finds his tight end. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Arizona comes out with another first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little closer.
Go with the fucking linebacker here again.
On the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Right down the boulevard. That brings him to within 1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Wyoming is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Laramie for some time. They're up 14 over Fresno State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Crosses the 30. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Yellow Jackets, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Right back to the well. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback keeps it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. The give to the tailback. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. They want to run this quarterback. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some 1st downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop it.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team can be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the...
You see the you